You're watching News 24 Live. It's Monday, the 14th of September. I'm joined in studio this morning by our resident boxing analyst, Devin Curra. We're going to be talking about Floyd Mayweather's final fight this weekend against Berto, his retirement, and a potential drug scandal. Devin, good morning. Thanks very much for joining us again.
Morning, Nick. How's it going?
Right, thanks, and you?
Good, man.
So, Floyd Mayweather's final fight, I heard it wasn't all that glamorous. Tell us about it.
It was a nothing fight to close out his 6-fight contract with Showtime, in which he raked in $420 million on pay alone. I think there's a lot more that's going to fly through in terms of pay-per-view revenues. So it made him a rich man, and why take a risk in your last fight against anybody who's actually going to come close to beating you? It was more of it looked more like an exhibition at times. He was doing a lot more exhibitionist type fighting. He was trying to get the crowd up, moving his hands and arms, and talking a lot of trash to Berto while he was boxing. So it was a different kind of Floyd Mayweather that we saw, but exactly the same in terms of how he systematically takes his opponent apart and makes them look like amateurs. It was a nothing fight. There was a reason the guy was a 16-1 underdog. It was proven.
Yeah.
But as a fight itself, poor Berto from Haiti, he never won a single round. He came into the fight with 3 wins and 3 losses in his last 6 fights. He's always a strong guy. He's a decent puncher. He had 23 knockouts in his 30 wins, and those 3 losses, of course. But, you know, to be a decent puncher is one thing. To be able to hit Mayweather is another. And Mayweather just moved like the water that Bruce Lee talks about all the time. And he wasn't ever troubled. He got touched maybe once or twice, but other than that, it was a one-way drubbing.
So this has left Mayweather with career numbers of what?
Well, this was of a 19-year career. He's been world champion for 16 of those 19 years. He was in his 26th world title fight. And people can say what they like about him. They can say that, yeah, he took on some fighters when they were kind of over the hill. He was matched very carefully. But at the end of the day, you look at his resume, it's the veritable who's who of the champions in his divisions at the time, and including the Pacquiao fight, which even if it happened 5 years earlier, the same result would have happened. So Floyd Mayweather closes out, supposedly, because I don't necessarily believe this is his last fight, a glittering career on 49-0, which equals the Rocky Marciano record, the great heavyweight who set that back in the day. And to me, if you're a batsman in cricket, you go out there to score 50, not 49. So I have a
nice
feeling.
round number.
Yeah, I think he's gonna chill for a year. He's gonna heal himself and spend time with his family. But I think someone's gonna cough up big bucks for him to have a fight down the line, and it could be against Amir Khan. But we'll see. But I don't believe that this is his last fight. I think he's lying.
And any developments regarding a rematch with Pacquiao?
I think Pacquiao blew that rematch with the way that he reacted after the loss, in terms of blaming everything on a busted shoulder, a torn rotator cuff, yet he was still able to hold his hands aloft after the fight. So whether or not you want to buy that is completely your opinion. I don't necessarily buy it. I think he was just making excuses for what was a poor performance. To me, his legs were his problem in that fight, not his shoulder. His legs are normally his key to victory, because he's able to put himself and move his feet into positions where he can punch from different angles. He didn't have any legs that night, so I think it was something else going on. He says it was his shoulder, but at the end of the day, his style was always going to be tailor-made for a guy like Mayweather to look good against, and Mayweather looked brilliant in beating him and beat him soundly.